What's good? What's good? It's your boy DJ Creed back with another video. Tory Lanez might be coming home. Let's check out this video.
Not long ago, Unite the People was approached by a gentleman named Bradley James. Mr. James informed us he was working as the bodyguard and driver for Ms. Kelsey Harris during Mr. Peterson's trial. As such, he was in close proximity and he had privy to conversations she was having with her husband and others. Mr. James informed us he was not under a non-disclosure agreement or a confidentiality agreement and was free to speak with Unite the People, and that he was doing it because his conscience would not let him not speak and leave a man in prison for something he did not do. Mr. James informed Unite the People that he was a witness to the conversation Ms. Harris had, where she stated she had the gun, she fired it 3 times, Mr. Peterson grabbed her arm and knocked it down, and the gun fired 2 more times. In essence, Mr. Peterson never shot anybody, never even touched that gun, never fired the gun. This statement aligns with the statement of the only non-party witness to the case, Mr. Sean Kelly, who at trial testified he saw 2 women fighting, 2 men break up the fight, 1 man grabbed the other one's arm. Gunshots came from the passenger side. Passenger side is where Ms. Harris was sitting. This further iterates that Mr. Peterson did not shoot Ms. Pete, did not shoot at Ms. Pete, or did not assault Ms. Pete. It's just another irregularity in a list of irregularities in this case. For example, there were 3 potential suspects in the car that night, and yet the only DNA sample was taken of Mr. Peterson, even though unknown DNA was found on the gun. Why wasn't Ms. Harris's DNA taken? Or was it taken and the information simply never given to the defense? Why wasn't the driver of the car, Mr. Jaquan Smith's DNA taken? Or was it taken and again, simply not given to the defense?
All right. All of this, to me, is good for Tory. You know what I'm saying? I will say this. If he didn't do it, he definitely needs to be out. The only problem I have with this is, why did the driver take so long to come out and be forthcoming? Man, y'all take this non-snitching stuff too serious, dog. Because if it's another person whose life is in the balance and if he get to tell on somebody, he gonna tell. And Tory is a dummy, a 100% dummy for not having everything aligned, for not speaking out in court and letting people know exactly what happened. Tory wouldn't have looked bad in court. The only thing that smudge would have been on his name is he's smashing two stupid drunk, well, I ain't gonna say stupid, 2 drunk girls had them stupidly going to the same party. That was idiotic, but that's the only way he would look bad. But everything would have lined up from his point of view and he would have got off. So I don't see the reason why he even didn't say anything. But that attorney that he had was a bad attorney. You know what I'm saying? And I'll say this, Meg, she probably deserves some kind of fine for not being honest and truthful. You know what I'm saying? This is the first time I ever said this. She probably gonna needs to have some kind of accountability towards her, because this could have ruined this man's life forever. You know, on account of you being, you know, that's your best friend's man, and you still slept with him anyway. So all across the board, is Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion definitely was selfish and irresponsible with the lifestyle. You know, it's so many ways they could have handled that. If I was Tory, see, I ain't gonna lie. The reason I blame Tory the most is because you brought 2 crazy girls to a party. They already be getting drunk, and Meg is known for acting a fool when she get drunk. So you already know what time it is. Like that's why I don't like hanging around niggas. That's why I don't like hanging around niggas, cause y'all be doing the most stupid stuff that when y'all go to jail for, y'all act like a victim. It is what it is, dog. Like, you know, to keep all that separate. You know what I'm saying? The easiest way to get to you is something like this. You know what I'm saying? Easiest way a female to destroy you is something like this, where she could just say whatever and she's believed 100%. Man, we have to stop that. This, I'm a pimp, I'm a player, I'm a dog. Be smart. If you're gonna do that, be smart about it. Never let them girls know what's happening. Even if they accept what's happening, never let them know, because they may act out in a fit of rage at some point. But Meg does need some accountability to be held towards her for the role she played. But again, I have to still put a lot of this back on Tory, because none of this would have happened if he would have played his cards right. If he would have been 100 with what he was doing, not let these girls near each other. You know, you met they best friends. You know how Meg is. Like, come on, bro. Let's do it the right way, man. You know what I'm saying? Common sense, bro. Like, some celebrities let the money, the fame, the entitlement get to them so much that they think they could do anything. And look at the repercussions of it. It's a stupid little, just because you smashed the, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. But as far as the bodyguard, man, the bodyguard, I'm not gonna lie to you. I think Tory should just sue all of them. Because you got to think about it. The bodyguard withheld information. So that's another thing that works in Tory's favor once the bodyguard, you know, it goes to trial. I don't know how this is gonna play out, because I know he ain't supposed to be retried. But if they get it overruled or overturned or whatever, I don't know the specifics of it. But I know for sure that it's a good thing for Tory. Hopefully Tory wins this. Hopefully Tory gets retribution, and you know, his career gets put back on the right track, because he is talented, man. Everybody loved Tory Lanez music, and most people believed Tory Lanez did not shoot Meg Thee Stallion. But again, you can't put yourself in positions like this. You know, two females, man. I hate when two females again. I can't even be around when two females again, especially when they kind of catty already. You already know what time it is, dog. I don't know what's Tory. You kind of slow up there. You're talented, but you're slow. But let me know what y'all think on, you know, this being possibly the thing that will, not even possibly, this will, if everything's go through, I believe Tory Lanez will come home. We'll just see how they'll have to set up everything and, you know, go back on trial, because they're probably gonna have to go back on trial, present the evidence again. So it is what it is. I hate to keep dragging this, because it's crazy. But prayers to, you know, Tory Lanez to get everything right, and shame on Meg if this is proven to be true, and more likely it is. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. More content is on the way. Peace.